What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about the WNBA once again. There have been rookie players that are getting released right out the bat after getting drafted. And one of those players is Alexis Morris. She was a part of LSU's national championship team. And she ended up getting drafted by Connecticut only to be released soon after that. And the crazy thing about this is that she left college early. She declared for the NBA draft early. I'm pretty sure that she regrets this choice now because she could be in college getting all that NIL money, but she was ready to go, right? She was ready to go. And now it wasn't just her. There were other players as well. There were Bria Beal and Destiny Henderson. The thing about Bria Beal is that, she's coming off of, having a successful career with the South Carolina Gamecocks, and she ended up getting, released. Now, I don't know what Bria's basketball future is. We're going to get more into that a little bit later, but I think Bria's going to be all right. She's not, she's easy on the eye, and she can go in a couple of different directions. So she can either continue her college career, or, she could decide to, do other things, right? And Alexis really had a strong reaction to getting released. And the crazy thing about it is that she spoke about, and this was the first couple of days of camp, less than a month after getting drafted. Alexis says that colleges should better prepare WNBA prospects, which shows me that that team and those coaches did not think she was ready for the WNBA. I don't know if she thought that because she won a championship that she would have some sort of level of respect. She thought that the WNBA was just like college, and it's not. This is why you have workouts. You get with a trainer. I know a lot of football prospects do this. Basketball prospects, probably NBA prospects probably do this as well. You go and you get you a trainer and you start preparing. You go get you a trainer that has prepared, pros for, their upcoming rookie season. You link up with them and you get prepared physically and mentally. I'm not saying she didn't do that, but for her to be saying that colleges need to better prepare WNBA prospects, the college's job is not to prepare you for the WNBA or for any sports league. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she was just caught off guard by the level of competition. Maybe she felt like she was just a number, and she had to work harder than everybody else. You're a rookie, of course you're gonna have to work harder than everybody else. And I just don't think she was prepared. I really don't. But she's upset. Now, it is weird, and I will say this though. I say all that to say it is weird that these WNBA teams are cutting rookies. Like, what did you have this draft for? If you're just gonna release the player less than a month later, right? So let's get into this. The rookie wire.usa today. Alexis Morris was drafted 22 overall by the Connecticut Sun in the 2023 WNBA draft, coming off a national championship with LSU. She was in the league for 1 month before being waived by the Sun. She recently shared her thoughts on the difficulty on transitioning from college to the pros. This is probably why she got released. She says, this is for the colleges and institutions. In order to grow the league, you have to prep the players for what's to come, Morris said. In order to do that, you have to watch the league. You have to see the style of play, the systems that they are running, so that the adjustment and transition for women college players to the WNBA won't be so difficult. Let me just say this once again, and this is me speaking to Alexis. It ain't their job to prepare you for the WNBA. Now, colleges could But, you know, let's be real. Nobody watches the WNBA. Not even these college coaches. They could care less about the WNBA. They could care less. There is no synergy because they don't care. They don't care. They think their coaching style is better. So they're not going to watch the WNBA and use whatever systems that they're using, according to Alexis, in order to enhance college athletes better for the WNBA. I have never heard this. And I'm gonna be straight honest with you. I have never heard of a female college athlete, especially a WNBA player who went from college to the WNBA, say this. I just think that maybe Alexis wasn't prepared. You know, she's coming off this championship. She's feeling good about herself and just wasn't prepared mentally. It's a different game. You're in the pros. You're not in college anymore. You don't have that college structure around you. And I think she just found it very difficult to find her footing in the WNBA, which is why she said this. And next thing you know, she is getting waived. All right, this is a video here. Let's check it out.
I just want to share some insight from a basketball perspective of things. And if you play sports basketball, then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. I don't know if many of you know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I am currently trying out for the Connecticut Suns to become a professional athlete. And today was my first day of group workouts, training camp, kind of sort of type deal. This is for the colleges and the institutions. In order to grow the league, you have to prep the players for what's to come. And in order to do that, you have to watch the league. You have to see the style of play, the systems that they're running, so that the adjustment and the transition for women college players to the WNBA won't be so difficult. And, and I'm not saying it's difficult for everybody, but I do think that the style of play that you play in college can either help or hurt you when you're transitioning to the next level. I just want to share some insight.
And that's just her. Again, I've never seen, and I'm being honest, I've never seen a women's college basketball player openly say that basically colleges need to prep female basketball players for the WNBA. I honestly believe that she had a tough time. For whatever reason, she had a tough time adjusting. It's not an easy transition. You're going to be around a bunch of people who are older than you, who've played in the league, who may feel some type of way. They think you're coming in to take their spot. They may not be there to help you. And maybe she just felt sort of lost. But also, this might be the WNBA's way of weeding out players who don't fit what they're trying to do too. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I just don't think these colleges care. These women's basketball coaches don't care about preparing you for the WNBA. I don't think they really care. However, after being cut by the Suns, she shared some additional insights into her mentality on the league, while her underlying premise seems to be that the WNBA needs to expand rosters. Her tweets have caused a bit of controversy on social media. Her tweets seem to have since been taken down, but a Twitter user took screenshots before they were deleted. See? I mean, listen, it don't matter. It don't matter what you delete, because somebody will save them. Look at the engagements. She should have known somebody was going to screenshot them. It says, if we can't make rosters for rookies, cut the vets. The vets got to know when to cut the net. Pass the torch, bro. If you knocking at 35, hang it up. I mean, wire hanger, hang it up. The new generational wave. See, I told y'all there may have been a problem with these veterans. I think that there were veterans on that team that did not want to help her. That's why she went on this Twitter rant. Yes, she believes that the WNBA should expand rosters, But I also think that there were veterans on the team that probably didn't take a liking to her. They think that she's there to take their spot. Maybe they don't like her attitude. I don't know Alexis. I'm just, because if she's tweeting about the veterans, it's because maybe maybe things weren't working, meshing in the locker room as far as practices were concerned with the veterans on the team. Who, again, we're talking about women here. We're not talking about men. We're talking about women, okay? You got a bunch of women competing with each other. Men feel some type of way when they compete with each other, but you don't really see a rift with veterans and young players like this, because ultimately they're going to be veterans that are going to help the young players. But it seems like Alexis is kind of exposing that there are veterans there that don't want to see her there. They don't want to see her take their jobs. Here's what users on social media had to say about the tweets. Chris Williamson says, I hope somebody is looking out for Alexis Morris to understand what she's doing isn't exactly going to entice teams who need a guard to want her. I don't know much, but I know that dissing WNBA vets when you're trying to make your way into the league and as an unproven pro probably isn't the way to go. This one says, the interesting part is that several vets who were still capable players didn't make rosters years ago because of cap space, and it was cheaper to keep rookies. As someone who's been cut several times, it's tough and not a great feeling, but it doesn't mean it has to be the end of your career. Grind, have a chip on your shoulder, and work to get back. That is true, what Sydney here is saying. You work hard, you'll get your placement in life no matter where it is. But it's very clear to me that maybe the coaches and maybe some of the vets didn't feel like she was a mesh there. Now the vets can't make no decisions, but these coaches, they cut somebody they feel like didn't fit the team dynamic. A wasted draft pick, but nonetheless, again, we had other women who got released who may not have been prepared for the WNBA, right? Alexis Morris to WNBA Twitter right now. If Alexis Morris make a WNBA team, she is going to wish she hadn't. Those old timers are going to wreck her all game, every game, and they're going to love doing it. That's true, because that's what the vets do, man. They're gonna make an example out of you, and they're probably gonna make an example out of her when she, if she signs with another team. I don't think Alexis Morris meant any disrespect. She's obviously speaking from a place of hurt. Alexis Morris is over there possibly ruining her chances of getting picked up by a WNBA team because she won't log out of Twitter. Shaking my head. They love Twitter. Y'all love Twitter. Y'all put all your feelings on Twitter and TikTok. Twitter is your journal, right? It's your way to vent, right? Why do I feel like college coaches will be using Alexis Morris as a what not to do to get a spot in the WNBA lesson come next semester? This is why Angel Reese said, I'm good being in college. And the sad thing is Alexis Morris left college early. Alexis Morris not wrong. What's the point of having a draft and waiving the new people? Some of those people have been playing for as long as I've been alive. I will say this though, it's a wasted draft pick. Why have a WNBA draft that the first round picks are getting released? It's crazy, right? People think people are upset because Alexis Morris is venting her frustrations. Nope, that's not it. It's what she's saying in regards to vets like they owe her something. Earn your keep like everyone else. That is true. There was some entitlement there. Folks are willingly missing the point about what Alexis Morris said. I can name at least 6 players right now on a new team every year for the last 5 years. They are sucking up roster spots, and you wonder why rookies that are drafted are upset. Let these young bulls get theirs. Alexis Morris is hurt, but given the larger rosters and franchise expansions don't seem on the cards, there may be a conversation to be had around shortening the length of time players can remain in the league to allow for new blood. They can go overseas. Most of the money is overseas. They can go overseas and play. Be clear, Alexis Morris right now. To be clear, Alexis Morris is right, but she is wrong at the same time. Got to do it correctly. Wow, missed the whole conversation about vets and rookies. I have a couple of takeaways. People need to watch the WNBA more. Only 2% of college athletes go pro. And if you're new here and looking for a team, Google Atlanta Dream. So that's what they have to say. Listen, ultimately, I don't know where this is going to go, but I know one thing. Bria Beal is going to be just fine whatever she does. Listen, Bria Beal is going to be fine, man. You're not going to see her going on no rants. But I will say this, hopefully Alexis can find her footing and figure out what she wants to do. But that regret is probably heavy about leaving college early when all the NIL money is out here too. So y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.